the Lord writing the law on your heart, man. Example of you having the seal of the Most High. That's the elect. Those spoke of in Revelation 7, man. With the seal of the Most High that followed the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. He write them on your hearts and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man. Why? Because the Comforter. All right, through Yahweh Shai, man. All right, supping with you, man, through the Holy Spirit, man. All right, we ain't gonna need no man, wicked man, to teach us those scriptures, man. Yahweh Shai himself gonna sup with the elect, man. It says, no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for they shall all know me. All the elect shall know the Lord. All right, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them. Because according to them niggas, they closer to the Lord than the average person that's in their congregation. So the Lord feeding them, and they got to feed the rest of the people. That's why under that new contract, he say all shall know the Lord, from the smallest to the greatest, man. That way no nigga can't exalt himself above the congregation, above the people. Say he nigher to the Lord than you. He say all shall know me through what? The Holy Spirit, which is these scriptures. From the least to the greatest of them, saith the Lord, for I will forgive their iniquities. And what the purpose of Yahweh Shai coming on the scene? To save us from our sin. Okay? For I will forgive their iniquities and remember their sin no more. This is prophesying about Yahweh Shai coming, being that sacrifice, shedding his blood for the elect's sake, for his people, man. Which is the new contract, the new covenant, man. Let me end off with this Hebrews. And there's so many scriptures, man. When you read Galatians, man, they talk about the allegory that the Lord made of the new covenant, old covenant being Hagar, all right, and the children of Israel in Rebecca, all right, that free, the children of the free, and the children of the bondwoman. That's an allegory of the law, the covenants, man. Salakia, the covenants, not the law, because the law endures forever, man. But the curse of the law don't. Okay, that what changed under the new contract, not the law itself. So this is Hebrews 8:8. It says, well, I start at verse 6. But now have he attained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better contract, which was established upon better promises. All right, we know the promises go all the way back to Abraham, which was before the Mosaic law was given, before the order of Aaron. All right, before that old Salakia, I don't even want to say it like that, before that old contract, before the old covenant. All right, the promises, that's what I'm referring to. It said, for if that the first covenant had been faultless, if the first contract was faultless, then should no place have sought for a second one. All right, a newer and better contract. The Lord made a better contract with those who he loved, that follow Yahweh Shai. Thank you, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's what you niggas should be saying, instead of denying it. It says, for having fought with them, he said, behold, the days come. This is the point. Saith the Lord. The days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. All right? So this is the Lord words, not Paul words, man. This is what the Lord told Paul. This is what the Bible say. When you read Jeremiah, I just read it. It said, thus saith the Lord, man. So it says, not according to the contract that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the contract that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. After what days? After the Lord being born and sacrificed, crucified, all right, That's the days it's talking about. It says, after those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their heart, and I will be to them a power. And when an example of the Lord writing his laws and his word in our mind in our heart is in Ezekiel, man. Those sticks being written upon. When you read the book of Revelation, let me get that right quick. 14. Let me give you an example of the Lord writing the laws and statutes and commandments in our heart. So this is Revelation 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having the Father's name written in their forehead, man. Meaning those that follow Yahushua in righteousness and sincerity and in truth, man. That's what that's talking about, man. Not you wicked antichrist niggas that deny Yahushua, man. Okay? So that's an example of the law being written in our hearts, man. So it says, write them in their hearts, and will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest, for I will be merciful. There's no need to be merciful to their unrighteousness in the kingdom. We're going to be righteous in the kingdom, man, once the kingdom established. So that cuts that old covenant doctrine and their sins. All right? And their sins. So he's going to be merciful to our unrighteousness and our sin. That's an example of what I read in Matthew 1:21. He's going to save his people from their sins. That's what the elect is looking to be saved from in these times, to make it to the present, to the kingdom of heaven, man. And their iniquities will I remember no more. All right, that's Yahushua blotting out the elect sins, man. Okay, and that he said, a new contract he have made, the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxes old is ready to vanish away. All right, vanish away. That's not the everlasting covenant. Okay, the everlasting covenant is the new contract, the new covenant, the New Testament, which is Yahushua, all right, shedding his blood, saving his people from their sins. All right. So when he's revealed in his second coming, they can be delivered. All right, and obtain that reward, which is what? Salvation, man. All right. And basically that's the point. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.